Hey everybody, it's Tia DeShay. Today is Saturday, March 12th, 2022. It is 1:22 p.m. and this is the 40-day prosperity plan demonstration. It is brought to you by Selah Leadership Academy for creative and intuitive studies and an educational component of Tia DeShay LLC. And this video presentation is taken from the Abundance book by John Randolph Price. Please go and purchase the book. This is not to serve as a substitute for the book. It is merely a supplement. Our agenda: we're going to do the protection prayer. We're going to do a meditation. We're going to go through our prosperity checklist. And then we're going to talk about the statement of principle for today. This is day 1 of the prosperity plan. Protection prayer by James Freeman. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. Here's our meditation. What do I know of God? God is life. Life is omnipresent. All is alive. I see this in the wonders of nature. I see this in myself. I am alive because I am life. My life is God's life. My life is God. I feel my livingness within me. I feel God. My awareness of God is growing. God is love. I feel love in my heart and know that this is the very Spirit of God flowing through my feeling nature. I cannot love without God. I love, therefore I am one with God. My understanding of God is growing. God is wisdom and intelligence. God is mind, and I sense the infinite knowingness of that mind within me. I think, I know, and that with which I think and know is God's mind in expression. My knowledge of God is growing. Where is God? God is where I am. God is what I am. I am an individualization of God, and the Spirit of God dwells within me as me. I am the light of the world. I turn within to the light and say, Thou art the Christ, the Spirit of the living God. You are my spirit, my soul, my body. When I look at thee, I see me, and I listen in the silence for the acknowledgement from within. I am now conscious of my Christ self. I am the Christ of God, the truth of God, the self of God. Through this consciousness of the reality of me, I open the door to spirit. I draw into my mind and feeling nature the wholeness of spirit, the allness of God, and my consciousness is filled with the light of truth. I know that there is nothing that I could truly desire that is not at this very moment standing at the door of my consciousness, ready to appear in my life and affairs. I have only to be conscious of this truth, and every need is met, every problem solved, every question answered. My consciousness of God within is all I will ever need for all eternity. All right, here is our prosperity checklist. And let me go back and end it. Let the protection prayer and the meditation be unto you as it is unto me. It is so, it is done, Ashe, and Amen. Okay. So the prosperity checklist, this is just to every presentation we will check in with ourselves and with our state of mind and with our consciousness to see where we are, to make sure that we keep our consciousness on the source, on the cause, and not on the effect. I know this is small print, but I will go through it. So, is my primary interest in realizing the presence of God, or is it in meeting a financial problem? Am I still, in each of these questions, you will either answer yes or no to. Am I still concentrating on the effect, money, or am I focusing my attention on cause or spirit? Am I willing to take my stand now and prove God once and for all as my all-sufficiency? Have I devoted the necessary time to meditating on the spirit within as the source of my prosperity? Am I conscious of the inner presence as my abundance? Do I have the understanding that my consciousness of the presence is my supply? Am I trying to demonstrate money or develop a greater consciousness of abundance? Have I accepted the truth that the living presence within me is my all-sufficiency and that the activity of this infinite mind is meeting my every need at this moment? Have I identified myself with my all-sufficient self so that I can say with great conviction, I am abundance? Knowing that my consciousness of the indwelling presence is my supply, can I now affirm and believe the truth that I have abundance? Can I see myself fulfill and enjoying lavish abundance in my life and affairs? Have I truly expressed a feeling of love for the visions of wholeness and completeness that I see in my visualizations? Do I intuitively feel that spirit has manifest as my all-sufficiency, even though the results may still be invisible? Have I spoken the word, it is done? Have I totally surrendered all my needs, desires, fears, and concerns to the presence within? Have I expressed a deep sense of gratitude to the spirit within before my good comes forth into visible manifestation? Is my heart overflowing with thankfulness and joy the majority of my waking hours? Am I listening to the voice within for guidance and instructions regarding any action that I am to take in the outer world? Am I following thought with that action? Have I totally forgiven everyone and everything in my consciousness? Am I practicing unconditional love with everyone in my life? Have I maintained a state of secrecy regarding the use of spiritual principles in the demonstration of my supply? Knowing the reality within all and the truth about all, can I see everyone on this planet as abundantly supplied with every good thing, regardless of appearances? Do I desire for everyone else that which I desire for myself? Am I a joyful giver? Do I freely share my money on a regular basis, knowing that as I give, so shall I receive, pressed down and running over? Have I done all that I can do to improve my relationship with my children? In my personal relationship with my mate or love partner, do I care more about his or her feelings and welfare than I do my own? Am I working to overcome any problems related to my sex life? Am I involved in a meaningful activity for creative self-expression? Am I working on my life plan to see myself as whole and complete in every area of my life? The more questions you have answered yes, the richer you are in mind and manifestation. Now we're going to the next slide. We're going to look at the first principle of the day of the 40-day prosperity plan demonstration. Now, you need to purchase the book because before you begin the 40-day prosperity plan, you are to get a journal designed specifically for this 40-day prosperity plan. Nothing else should be in the journal but your thoughts, your ideas, your awarenesses that will and that have manifested themselves during this 40-day process. So make sure the journal is only for this 40-day prosperity plan. And you are to journal every day during this 40-day period. So you need a journal. You need to, you need to understand if you miss a day, you have to start all over again. This has to be continuous, because when it's continuous without a break, the more and more momentum and power and energy you build up in order for you to have this breakthrough of prosperity consciousness. All right, you need to establish a specific date to start your program. Now, I'm starting this program today, Saturday, March 12th, 2022. And so, we're going to go to Google, and we're going to ask Google what is 40 days from today's date. What is 40 days from today?
It is Thursday, April 21st, 2022.
All right, so you've heard that. So my end date is April 21st, 2022. I will be complete with my 40-day prosperity plan demonstration on April 21st, 2022. You are to do the same thing. The day that you begin this 40-day prosperity plan demonstration, you are to document the end date. Okay? Now, in your journal, once you purchase the book, I didn't include it on here because you're going to purchase the book. You will get more out of this program when you purchase the book. When you purchase the book, in your journal on day 1, you're going to write the statement that's shown on page 28. You're going to write the statement in your journal that is specifically for this 40-day prosperity plan demonstration. Then after that, you are going to, there's 10 principles, and you're going to do a principle a day, which means you'll do each principle 4 times because it's a 40-day prosperity plan demonstration. So you'll read one statement a day, and that means that you'll go through the entire list 4 times because it's 10 statements. Now, after you read the statement, you could do it in the morning, when you wake up, before you go to bed, but you need to meditate on it for at least 15 minutes and focus on each idea in the statement. Then after each meditation period, you are to journal any thoughts that come to you, any ideas, any areas or levels of resistance, anything that comes to mind after you have meditated on the statement for 15 minutes. And since you have already received your all sufficiency of supply, you are encouraged to give. Because when you give, you receive. When you give, you obey spiritual law, which is giving. Giving is a spiritual law. So while you're going through this 40-day prosperity plan demonstration, you are to give. Give as you are led to give. Whatever it is that you're led to give, knowing that you have it already to give. You're not waiting for it to come. You're not waiting for tomorrow, or you're not waiting for your paycheck. You already have it. So you are to give during this 40-day process. All right. And it's not necessarily, well, it is, because whatever you give, you get more of. So whatever it is that you are led to give, whether it's love, joy, money, a smile, a hug, whatever, a meal, Whatever you are led to give, give during this time period, knowing that you already have it to give. You're not waiting on it for you to give it. You already have it to give. All right, here is our statement of principle, day 1. God is lavish, unfailing abundance, the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe. This is all providing source of infinite prosperity, or this all providing source of infinite prosperity is individualized as me, the reality of me. So the real you is lavish and unfailing abundance because you are an individualized representation of God. So the real you is lavish and unfailing abundance. And you are made up of the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe. That's it, point blank, simple, to the point. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It is what it is. You are what you are. You are lavish, unfailing abundance. You are made up of the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe because God is within you and you are an individualized representation of God. So if God is lavish, if God is unfailing abundance, if God is the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe, which God is, and you are an individualized representation of God, then so are you, lavish, unfailing abundance, and the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe. So all you do is win. All you are is abundant. All you are is lavish. You're nothing more, nothing less. You're not contrary to this fact, to this statement. This is a statement. Mean it's not a question for you to answer. It is a statement. It is a concrete fact. It is done. You're not here to argue with this statement. You're not here to contradict this statement. You are here to agree with this statement because it is who you are. So that is the statement of principle, day 1. God is lavish, unfailing abundance, the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe. This all-providing source of infinite prosperity is individualized as me, the reality of me. Let it be unto you and me, as it was said and written. It is done, Ashe, and Amen. Until day 2, be blessed.